stuff that Tyga said about Kylie Jenner. And you guys let me know, is Tyga spitting straight facts, or is he just trying to take credit for something that he did not do? So what Tyga's trying to say is he is the one that made Kylie Jenner more black and want to act more black, have black friends, have black baby daddies, all that. He's trying to say that he's the one that said, yo, put braids in your hair, Kylie. You need to be more black. You need to have more black people behind you, Kylie Jenner, or nobody's going to notice you. Is that true?
When I stepped in, it was like, you can do this, you should start this, you should start doing your hair like this, you should do this. You need black people to fuck with you because you need culture.
Hi YouTube, what's going on? Long time no see. It's 6:40 in the morning, East Coast time, and I've been up for about an hour. So I got up, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and I was just sitting here looking in the camera. I had some discoloration on my forehead, and I'm just looking. I've been using coconut oil and sea salt on my face. It's just something random I've learned and heard about. And on my hands, and they're pretty. It's only been 2 days. I think I started Saturday. And I also been using vitamin E capsules. I've just been opening them up, putting them on my skin after just a normal wash in the morning time. And the last video I did was thanking God, and I did a video. I took a picture prior to using this stuff, so you can kind of see the difference there. I still have a little discoloration here, a little dark spots, but overall I think it's the regimen is working. But that's not why I'm here. The title is basically, you see the title up above, down below, is Tyga taught a white woman how to be black. Let me just say, I was listening to a Tasha K video. Yes, I love you guys. I watch you guys. You guys don't shout me out or do the same to me, but you know, love and hate can never be friends. Oh no, in the words of Dennis Brown. And it's just what it is. Black people have been taught to hate one another and not support one another and not teach one another how to be black, like Tyga going around teaching white women how to be white. You gotta check out one of her videos. I think it was her last live she was doing, but I think it was with the Black China. I think Tyga's name is in the title. But anyway, if I could remember correctly, something was said to the effect that Tyga taught Kylie how to be a black woman. Did you just hear what I said? Tyga taught Kylie how to be black. Okay. So we all know that the stigma and the whole myth is that black women have big boobs, small waist, big ass kind of thing. I beg to differ. I'm doing 100 squats a day right now to get that big ass. I used to have it in my youth, but I'm 50 years old now, for the love of God. And some things went a little south. Not like Whitney Houston, God bless, in her death and in her passing. You know, it was reported that she had physically, everything went south. That's not the case for me, but my butt, sometimes I gotta squeeze it together to make it look a little bigger. So instead of doing that, I'm just doing 100 squats right now to kind of tone it up. And it's actually working, guys. So that being said, you know, I forgot to tell you to get your Bible and your teacups, and that we're sipping on spirituality on this channel. But a lot of the things I'm going to talk about, I'm going to say, I'm going to revert back to. I told you it's going to be spiritual, because I realize a lot of you 2.2 billion adherent Christians don't really love the Most High God. No, you don't. You love Jesus and everything about Jesus. So that's videos going back, okay? So much that you celebrate almost every holiday of every month of all the years based off of Jesus and not God, and none of his feasts that he mentions in the Bible, except if you're practicing to be a Jew, as the ones living over there in Jerusalem in Israel now, or if you know you're a Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah, whom Christ sprang out of, not white Jesus. There's a big difference. Okay? So back to Kylie and all this black, teaching people how to be black, teaching people how to be white, teaching people how to be this, teaching people how to be that, is based and solely based on, I'm going to give us another angle here, guys. It's solely based on a black man that a white Jesus wanted to be after, so he can continue to deceive God's people to believe that they were serving the Most High God, when indeed Christianity has led you astray and caused you to serve other gods. Anyway, back to Tiger teaching this young lady how to be black. Tasha K was going on to say how, he should have told Black China how to be black in all reality. But it was basically about how to give white people a pass. You understand what I'm saying? In the industry, in any industry, you gotta understand that most things are brought to the black community to say yay or nay, when it should be brought spiritually to God. Your yay and your yay should be yay and your nay nay. But in this instance, people will come to black people and say, do you approve of this? Sometimes before they put out a movie, or before they do a big event, or before. It's like black people, if black people co-sign on it, if it make black people laugh, if it make black people feel hopeful, if it make black people feel like there's going to be a change in their community, they co-sign on all this other anti-black stuff, anti-Shemitic stuff, and live by it, and dwell by it, and co-sign it, and it is the truth, and it is the end all be all in their world, and that's not true. And it shouldn't be like that. Let them co-sign their own stuff, because if black people was taken out of the equation, who would buy anybody's stuff around the world? It's only black people. It's only people. Let me say, other races buy other people's products and merchandise and go to their movies and watch their videos and do all of that. But black people have been manipulated and taught to like other people and other people's stuff more than they do their own. That's why Tiger out here teaching white women how to be black instead of his own. Matter of fact, if he was black, he probably wasn't even dating a white woman. So we could touch on all topics of what real blackness is. But according to the Bible, black people weren't supposed to intermingle their race with any other race. That's why God told Moses, don't you dare marry Zipporah, who's an Egyptian, but he was a Hebrew Levite. Yes, there was Levites, there was Reubenites, there was Judites, there was 12ites from one father. Okay, and the Levites was one of the brothers that Moses belonged to, and Moses was not supposed to date outside his race. That's why the queen rounded y'all all up, tried to sell y'all into slavery. She tried to sell slaves into slavery, but slaves didn't come from Africa. People were brought from Africa and made into slaves when they got to America. Let's debunk that myth right there. Slaves were not brought from Africa to be slaves. People were. Human beings were, okay? Unless you know the story about them being enslaved with Pharaoh down in Egypt, these same people. Some people knew that. So maybe they were slaves once before. Let's make them slaves again. But did you conspire with God? No, it said you conspired against God's people in Psalms 83. You didn't conspire with God to do this to his people. But God even said, if my people who are stiff-necked, rebellious, hard-hearted, don't obey my commands, I'm going to give you over to your enemies. And you Christians, early slaves, descendants thereof, people who were rounded up in 70 AD, ran out of Jerusalem in 70 AD by Constantine down into West Africa, tried to settle there, then was rounded up in like the early 1500s, 1600s, because there was a ship named Jesus that brought a lot of people over from Africa and made them slaves. And they say Jesus walked on water, and so did that ship that John Lebick or whoever the man named. I did a video on it. carried our ancestors over here on, okay? That Jesus, yeah, we was brought over on a boat named Jesus. And they tell you in Christianity, he walked on water. Sewed in the boat, okay? But anyway, you got to understand, when it comes to anybody teaching anybody how to be black, black is right there in the Bible from our birthright. And I'm going to tell you something about being black. Why in the world would they take anybody such as the black people that live in America and make them further away from their truth than any other race in the world? Even those Jewish people over there in Jerusalem you think is God's people have their natural tongue mixed with Hebrew. That's called Yiddish. Where is the Hebrew tongue that we didn't have to mix anything with? We just spoke. Where is that language at? It's still in existence, but my God, if you really speak it, learn it, or try to, or if you really speak the truth or try to teach anything about black people, you're going to end up dead like Christ, like Bob Marley, like Malcolm X, like Martin Luther King, even though he sold black people's souls over into the burning house in hell because he knew that shit he was preaching. The only thing he said that really makes sense to me is I go back and say, let judgment fall down from heaven like rain. And it is. And it has. And it will forever continue in the presence of the Most High God and his people, for his people who hunger and thirst after righteousness. Okay, so when it comes to this black thing and this whole teaching people how to be black, it comes from the Bible. Since the Nicene Creed was invented and white Jesus came on the scene, let me tell you, people have been trying to be black since the days of old. Okay? Since the days of beginning, they've been trying to whitewash out black people and put them further away from their truth, where we don't even have a slight hinge of speaking with another tongue. That's why I love Jamaican so much. That's why I'm try to learn every tongue. I don't have to learn the language, but just how to roll the tongue and get that broken down language going of theirs. I love that because I know we're supposed to have it. But when Christ sprang out of the tribe of Judah, they want you to forget Christ. They got to make you forget who Judah is as well. If Judah don't remember who Judah is, Judah won't remember that the Most High God, Son Christ, sprang out of us. Don't that make sense? So when Tiger said he teaching a white woman, Kylie, how to be black, and Kylie and her family ain't doing nothing but destroying the black man, I have a problem with that statement. I'm going to speak up on it spiritually, because there's a way that seems right to a man that leads to destruction. Kanye, Tiger, Travis Scott is being destroyed by this destruction that's in the world. These women think it's right to go get all these big boobies and booties and all of this stuff, trying to appear. But again, God don't deal with sight. He deal with the unseen. So all this vanity that's out here in the world, especially geared toward being black, is nonsense, because black people didn't deal with vanity. Even though we had nice things, jewelry, we was slashing our I don't know if you can see, but this is a tallit. They used to take cloth like this, tie it around their head, make headdresses, make clothes. We was unique with that stuff, y'all. And you can't tell me it's something you could teach somebody how to do. You have to be born of it. And of course, yes, when we started mixing and mingling, because the Bible says we will be scattered to all four corners of the earth. It said four corners, so around earth can, is it flat? Is it corners of a round world? Let me know, okay, people? I'm only telling you what God said. The four corners of the earth. And if a round globe have corners, I'm okay with that, if you're okay with that. But if God said the four corners of the earth, then let's go with the four corners of the earth. Black people, Hebrew Israelites, the children of the Bible have been scattered. And they mix and mingle with other people, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So now, black has not been watered down, but other races have been mixed with the black purity. And so those people are black indeed as well. I have a niece who probably whiter than Kim Kardashian, kind of look in favor her, if you ask me. But she on the thinner side, you know what I'm saying? But kind of shaped like her. And my sister's my complexion a little lighter, but that's my niece. So she is white. Her dad is white, but she's black, and she lived black, and she, we all have that white tendency to kind of talk white sometimes, but she's black. Her kids are black, literally dark skinned black, but she's white. Life is life. God will make it what it is, but you can't teach somebody how to be black, Tiger. And if you agree with me, put your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video, because I am so sick and tired of black giving other people passes to be black. I'm so tired of black people co-signing other people's stuff to be successful. I'm so tired of black people turning the other cheek to what they know is wrong in other races that affect us, but yet we keep going along to get along just to belong. I'm tired of that with certain black people in certain platforms and certain leadership. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is why black people haven't been out in the forefront being black, leading the black world like Wakanda. And I'm gonna come back with the next video and share with you why I feel what I feel the one thing that movie Black Panther really represented as far as black people go. See, I'm gonna try to do like 10 little short videos. I have them all here if you can see my topic written down. Like I said, when it comes to spirituality and talking, we all have enough common sense to know what is right and what's wrong. When it comes to reporting on someone or something, it's good to do your research. When it comes to being spiritual, I was predestined and ordained to talk about this stuff, okay? There's nothing to research. Either it's in you or it's not in you. Either you are called of God or you're not called of God. And when I listen and look at a lot of y'all videos and content out there, it amazes me how many people are really not godly, really not spiritual. And you can't say, oh, just like my job wants me to not be godly or spiritual on the job. But you can't separate the two. That's what they did with church and state. And you see how much hell is being raised in the church and in the state, the world, period, because you want to separate the two. See, the only thing God did was separate himself from Lucifer by casting him out, but he still controlled Lucifer. He still got his neck on Lucifer's tail. His foot on Lucifer's tail. Lucifer can't get too far, but y'all let Lucifer roam as Satan, as the beast, as the dragon. When the Christ I know said, I cast him out in John 12:30. I cast him out of the world. Who letting them back in? Because the same way I believe in God, some of you believe in the devil, and you keep letting them back into your world, letting them back into the world. When he was cast out. And he goes on to say in 32, this voice is not for his sake, but it's for your sake. See, the Jesus it's Jesus. Jesus don't give you a voice. If you had a voice and Jesus gave you a voice, you'd be speaking the things of his Father, because that's what even white Jesus said he came to do. And y'all watered that down to Jesus said everything. So I can't get with that, and that's not what being black is. Being black is being spiritual, being created from the ground, having 11 minerals that is in our bodies that you find in the depths of the ground. This isn't a joke, people. Being black is something Tiger cannot teach any damn body. He need to learn what being black is, but he was so busy trying to manipulate the white women and ride off of somebody else's success. Look at him now physically. He has nothing. He's bankrupt. He can't even really pay his child support, allegedly, from what I've been hearing and watching in other people's videos. Because I told you, I don't spend a lot of time on the stars and the celebrities unless I want to expose them demonically. And if I have to do that, I did a Black Panther video. Who the hell you looking to save you? A superhero or your supernatural that's within you? Because he gave you power to get wealth. And if wealth means you can perform certain things in the earth to get it manifested, what is wrong with that, people? Christ said, "You greater works than I do, you can do," but you act like you can't. You giving everybody else a pass, a cosign, like Tiger, to be black, to be successful, to reign in this world. When in all reality, Wakanda, although it's a fake place, Killmonger and Black Panther have a message for you. Right after this one, I'm going to get off and do it real quick and just let you know what really stood out with me with Wakanda, with Black Panther in that movie that really represents what black people should be today in this world. With that being said, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that red button. I'm going to take a chance below. Yeah, it's going to be on the right side below. Hit that button below. Share this video with people, because you can't teach people how to be black. Hell, some black people don't know how to be black. They trying to teach white people how to be black like Tiger. That don't work. That don't work. That black people was never meant to sell their souls. Black people was meant... that's the next video. Talk to you later. Hi, God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited because I'm on a roll. You know, sometimes you get caught up in like work, grandkids, back to school, make sure everything is done. But I got a little time today because I'm off, and I'm going to sit here. I got like 5 or 6 sheets, and we're just going to run through some topics real quick. You can do the research. Come back to me with the information. We can talk about it live, okay? And if it's stuff I really need to research and give you, but this is just conversation, spiritual awareness, awakeness, enlightenment on this channel, because we're sipping all the tea, all the spirituality with no shade, talking everything up the Yahweh. So if, again, in the beginning of this video, I showed you, I can show you. There was some, you know, for me to be 50, it is what it is. You know, I'm not ashamed of any scar, wars, bruises. He says, I will give you beauty for your ashes. I will give you beauty for your ashes. And I'm okay with that. I will give you the oil of joy for your mourning. I mourn a lot for black people and their deception and why they so stiff-necked, hard-hearted, a perverse and wicked generation to this day, and don't want to humble themselves, repent, turn unto God, pray, seek Him, and He'll heal you from heaven, He says, and then heal your land. So I got a lot of joy because I mourn a lot for people like Tiger, who says they can teach somebody something, or like our leaders who say they can lead somebody somewhere, and yet they just keep leading them astray or to the slaughterhouse like sheep to be slain. I don't have time for that. So God knows I mourn for that. Not a crybaby, but I did a video, I cry for black people. Black people are the most weakest. Not overall, not individually. We are the most weakest minded people when it comes to reality, spiritually, because Christ sprang out of the tribe of Judah. You got to ask yourself, and I did plenty of videos, wrote several books about this, the tribe of Judah. Amazon.com, Drew L. Murray. You won't find it under ReligionWinked TV because I don't have anything to hide. I say what the hell I got to say under Drew L. Murray. I got under here with ReligionWinked TV because I wanted to show people how you've been religion winked, led astray, deceived, lied to, kind of like hoodwinked and bamboozled, religion winked. Yes, you have been. You have been. And that's why Tiger out here trying to teach white women how to be black, because spiritually he is deceived, deprived. He don't know who he is as a black man, as a king, as a royal priesthood, as a holy nation, as someone who has the authority to call upon the blessings and the things of God wholeheartedly, the verse goes on to say. The blessings of God bring no sorrow, make it you rich. It brings no sorrow. And him trying to teach a white woman how to be black is very sorrowful unto him, because at the end of the day, he can't pay child support. He can't take care of his kids. He can't do none of that. But she is a $1 billion brand right now.
If you ain't got black people behind you, you ain't got nothing.
So with that being said, again, black people are always making it where other people can make more than them instead of us making it together ourselves. I'm sure there was a white woman, a black woman such as Black China, who he could have taught how to be black, who he could have schooled on how to, get millions and billions and billions and billions back into our community. But again, she's out there getting babies with a white man, the brother of the sister of her ex-baby daddy, and oh God, Jesus, that's why they need the message, and they like. Tiger had a baby by Black China, I do believe. Black China had a baby by Rob. Tiger couldn't get no baby by Kylie, but Kylie ended up the richest of them all. Have a good day. God bless you, and I'll talk to you later.